When I heard that, my heart broke. Good morning, House of Hughes. It is currently, oh man, 11 o'clock. I have been up since 5:30. Rachel had a Botox appointment and a nails appointment. And so what we did is I stayed home today and I'll go in and work on Saturday in the office. But because of kind of the way the appointments landed and nap time and just the way our schedules conflicted, I had to get up at 5:30 to go to the gym today, which I'm not used to. Normally I go, you know, between 9 and 10. So it feels really early and I'm really tired and I feel like I need some coffee, but I usually like to wait until about noon to drink my coffee. So I'm just kind of here existing. But a little update on Blakely and Beckham. Beckham is still staying home from school just because he has a runny nose and a deep cough, and we just really want to be considerate of the other kids in his classroom and his teachers. And Blakely's ear infection, I believe, is cleared up. Now, she's not off antibiotic yet, but she is feeling so good. She has so much energy. Actually, we were just playing this game, and I'll get a clip of it if I can, where I count down from 3. I go 3, 2, 1, go, and she runs from the front door all the way to the living room, and she just says, and then she says again for herself, like for me to count down and wait. And so it's so cute, but she does still have a runny nose. And Rachel and I kind of just, we had taken them to the gym daycare for the first time, and they went for a little less than a week, and she got sick, and then shortly after he got sick. And so we just decided that with RSV season and flu season, and because we are fortunate enough to be in a situation where she can go to the gym and then I can go to the gym, that's what we're going to do, even though it's a lot less convenient, just to protect the kiddos from sickness. We just really want to make sure that the kids are safe and healthy, because it's a lot easier for us, and it's also so anybody that has kids or a loved one knows that it's just so hard seeing your loved one sick or in pain. But I'm gonna show you guys the babies now and kind of how they're doing. I don't know how you just got the dog toys, because that was, you shouldn't be able to reach that. Goodness, she is so smart. Hey buddy. I have not changed him yet. I know, it's 11, I should have. Out of his, you know, sleeping onesie, I'm going to. But this is little man. Man, you are looking so good and so healthy. He was looking pale and tired, and we called the pediatrician and we're able to give him a little bit of medicine, and we've been pumping water into his G-tube, and it's just made all the difference. Oh my gosh, you're so cute, buddy. High five. Good job. Oh, you want one too? Good job. So you can see just in this clip, she still, oh, I love you. She still has a runny nose, but her energy levels are just so much better. So we are so stinking grateful. Okay, this isn't yours. No. Hold on. Hey, come on, let's hop off the table. Remember, we don't stand on the table. Oh, I know. Good job. Boom. What is that over there? Oh, did you say Dada? You're so cute. Thank you, buddy. Can you say Dada? Can you say it again? It was clear as day, bud. I'm so proud of you. That's so cute also. High five that you said it before you said mama. A little unfair to mom, but daddy's here for it. Daddy's here for it. Also, I wanted to give an update. Anyone that's followed us for some time or followed Rachel on social media on different platforms, previous to YouTube, you know that she used to do coaching. So she has me in a really steep deficit right now, which just means that my calories are low, kind of for my size and my hunger fullness cues. I'm really hungry, but she's dieting me down and then will reverse me. So if you have questions or want, you know, kind of further information on what reversing is, she can share that if she hasn't already. But I did make 2 new discoveries on just low calorie, high protein snacks that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, these aren't super whole, natural, like healthy foods. They are low calorie and they are helping me achieve my current goals, but I do know that everything in moderation, and it is important to eat whole foods, as you guys so constantly remind us. So we do appreciate that, and I do want to acknowledge that. So this is the first, I believe I've shared it before, but this particular flavor is the best. It's Legendary Foods, brown sugar cinnamon flavored Pop-Tart. And then this I just found out about, and I'm so excited about it. So here, let me show you guys. I'm so excited that the box is in the trash can, because I ate all 4 when I bought them, after having bought them last night. So, PSA, Quest bars aren't good for the most part, but these Quest Hero protein bars in cookies and cream, heated up for 15 seconds, change your life. 150 calories, 18 grams of protein, and has a bunch of fiber. So for those that might also be in the same category as me that are eating healthy, that are dieting or low calorie, those are 2 great hacks. You need to try them. 1, 2, 3. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. You tried. That's her new shark from her birthday, as you guys know. Bubbles, what would you like to do today? What would you like to do today, little man? Oh, do you want a hug? Okay, Daddy gives you a hug. Come here. I think you guys have seen, but he always asks for... Oh, you're so nice. Can you say Dada? Can you just really rub it in? And say Dada again? Say Dada. You just want a hug? Okay, let's hug. One of the things I wanted to mention to you guys is that Beckham was just smiling at me. Is that I think this weekend or next weekend, so soon here, we're going to be doing our followers control our lives for a day. So go over and follow House of Hughes on Instagram if you're willing and want to participate, and then you can vote on the things that we do. So for example, you guys will kind of choose where we go to either breakfast or lunch or maybe dinner or an activity or two, and then we'll make sure to film it so you guys can follow along. But you guys kind of will have free reign and the decision-making power on what we do in one of our vlogs. So that'll be fun. So yeah, make sure that you're following us on Instagram, that you're subscribed to us here so you can participate and see all the content we create. We so appreciate everybody that subscribes and follows us and participates. It means the world to us. And to this man. Whoosh. 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 So this chair is actually magnetic. There's a track on the floor and it's controlled just with a remote in my hand where it comes back and forth just like this. Good job, Bubbles. Alright, fine, I lied. Whoosh. You're so cute. Do we trick them together? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're so cute, Bubba. 1, 2, 3. Are you a little obsessed? Well, you want to wash your hands? Oh.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Should we say hello? Hello.
Do you want to hang out, Blake? Or
Hello.
hello? Can I come inside? Thank you.
She left you for the dog. Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?
Again?
We've never sat in this spot for like a little chit chat.
It's going to be something we'll be doing in the winters because it's cold.
Cozy.
And it's cozy.
It's sunny outside today, but I wish there was like a snowstorm.
That'd be so nice.
Yeah, it'd be pretty. We just put the kids down for bed. They're taking a little nap, and Hunter and I had a really interesting conversation the other day, and he had the great idea to talk about it on our channel because it's something that I know I have questioned, and it's probably something that you guys have questioned too, even though you're kind enough not to comment it. But the other night I kind of got emotional and I asked Hunter, you know, do you have any resentment towards me for the accident that I got in with Beckham? Because for those of you that don't know, Beckham has cerebral palsy, and he genetically, prior to the accident, was completely normal, completely typical. There were no signs of disability. We had a perfectly normal anatomy scan. So had I not gotten in that accident, he would very likely be living a normal life. So I kind of opened up that dialogue with Hunter and asked him if he has any resentment because I was the one behind the wheel.
Which broke my heart because she was, you know, loving on Beckham, and she just kind of got a little emotional. And so I asked her, you know, what's going on, and she just looked at me and said exactly what she said. And she went, do you resent me in any way for what happened? Because he, in my belly, was genetically very healthy. You know, he didn't have the type of disability. And when I heard that, my heart broke. Like, I felt so terrible that she had that thought before and not asked it to me previously so I could comfort her. There are difficult conversations and difficult emotions that we work through together, and this hadn't been something that I had thought about up until she mentioned it to me. But my answer was immediately no. And the way I was able to explain that so that she could grasp it, in my opinion, was talking about intentions. First things first, we still actually don't know what caused Rachel to black out at the wheel. We have no idea. Their doctors came in and said, here's my theory. And another doctor came in and said, here's my theory. And another doctor came in and said, here's my theory, after doing countless tests and CT scans. And I mean, they wanted to figure it out so that we could know, hey, how can we prevent this with future pregnancies and protect her? And is there something else, an underlying health issue that could be detrimental to her health down the road, or, you know, our next child's? And they couldn't figure it out. And so the way I was able to articulate my emotions were that, well, first off, that had never crossed my mind. I mean, I'd never ever thought about that. And when you asked it to me, I felt so almost offended for you, like in defense of you and Beckham, because no one wishes a disability on their child. Everybody wishes, of course, the best for their child, right? That's not to say that your best life can't be with a child with disabilities, right? Of course not. So when I say that, I try and use my words carefully, because I don't want people to ever think that this was detrimental to my love or my emotions or my feelings towards our perfect son in any way. And when Rachel had this accident, and I mean, I don't know if you're comfortable with me sharing this, but Rachel's had moments, I mean, she has spent countless hours just crying, blaming herself, because she just has said so many times, he was perfect and I did this to him. And I think...
And he's still perfect, but you understand what we mean when we say, obviously, we wish that he could have a life that wasn't limited. You know, nobody wishes disability upon their loved ones.
To articulate or to open that up, because of how challenging it is. It was so natural and so easy for our sweet Blakely to walk, and he is having to work so hard to achieve standing.
It's just heartbreaking.
We want ease. We want our children to be challenged in life, right? But we want ease, and you want as little strife and conflict as your child can have, because you don't want to see them suffer.
Yeah, it's the pain that he's in that I think is the most difficult. Just knowing how uncomfortable he is, because cerebral palsy, unlike some other disabilities, is actually physically extremely painful for him.
It's extremely hard to see. So when I say perfect, I use that word interchangeably with just a child,
an atypical
life
child,
with exactly. So in saying that, we've had a lot of conversations about that, and I've really had to try and, well, one, kind of come to your aid and defend you, but two, explain to you that this was so beyond her control, and it's so challenging, and it's so heartbreaking seeing her go through this, because she is such a good mom. She has sacrificed so much for those two kids and for myself and for our family. And I mean, I really can't even explain to you guys hundreds of hours in doctor's appointments, in drive time alone. I mean, what you guys don't see is, you guys may see 3 to 5% of doctor visits on camera. It's the easy, mostly fun ones that you guys see, or maybe where they're going to give us good news, or a way to keep you in the loop and keep you updated. But there is so much that she has to do. I mean, she's come to me just in tears because she just has said, I don't want to be a doctor, I want to be mom. And that's not to say she is not more than happy to do anything Beckham needs, because she will message me every single day a video of Beckham standing or sitting up or stretching him, feeding him in new challenging ways. She came home for like 6 months. She came home with a new vegetable or fruit or noodle or potato, trying to mash it up and make him eat in different ways. She sacrificed so much. So hearing that makes me feel super defensive of her. It's really difficult. The comments, some of the comments in particular, what you guys have to realize is when we choose to put our lives on the internet, we're subject to anything you choose to say. And that's on us, right? Entirely. However, what we project and what we try and show you guys is true and is real. And sometimes that's not easy, and sometimes that's not easy to articulate. I wanted, however, though, for those that may have thought this or had this thought cross their mind, make sure I was as blunt and forward in saying that I have never even had that thought. I've never even imagined, I mean, I didn't know it was something that even crossed her mind, and when she told me, I could tell it was something that she didn't really want to say, that she was concerned to say. There was no part of that accident that was your fault in any way.
That's so sweet.
At all.
So sweet.
And we are so lucky to have you.
That's so sweet, everything that you said.
And whenever she asked me, it was actually my idea. I just said, hey, is that something you would want to share? Because I'm sure people have asked that or thought that before. Is that a dialogue you want to open? Because we try so hard to keep the things we want to keep private and the things that we want to share, just to kind of, again, give you guys that lens into our lives, because so many of you have asked for it, on the things that are a little more touchy and a little more sensitive.
Yeah. Because, you know, of course I've gotten the occasional comment, and you know, it's funny, I have a really thick skin. Like, I've never actually had like a comment get to me. I don't even care. Like, I mean, comments don't affect me.
Yeah,
so if you're really leaving them, I don't.
It hurts my feelings.
Does it really?
I'm softer. Yeah.
It doesn't hurt my feelings. Just because I know someone comments on how I am as a mom, it's like so far-fetched, it doesn't bother me. Because I'm like, I know I love my kids, and my kids know I love them, so I don't care. But, you know, there's been like an occasional comment of like, you know, obviously she's lying about eating breakfast the morning of her accident and things like that, where it's just like, I think there's like a different, I mean, it's just because it involves Beckham so heavily, it almost entails that I would have put him in harm on purpose, which is so just insane. It just mind-blowing. I loved my kids just as much before I met them as I did after I met them. I always wanted to have children. I felt so connected to Beckham before he was even in my belly.
Just to show you guys the type of mother Rachel was, she came to me bawling.
No, we were at the Cheesecake Factory.
Bawling. Saying, I'm ready to have a child.
The waiter probably thought we were fighting, but really I was just, I was sobbing over the table.
And I said, it's 4 years earlier than what we agreed to.
4 years? It was 1 year.
No, 27. We both agreed 27 when we met.
We're 27 now, that's baloney.
No, that's my point. You came to me and you wanted the child so badly.
I did.
And at the time, she was pregnant. So it was really
I was pregnant and didn't know.
So
I was
badly.
bawling. I was like, I just know there's this little baby in heaven that's just trying to get to
you
their
said baby
mom.
boy.
I knew it was a boy.
You knew it was a boy.
I just knew
Rachel
Beckham
knew.
was Beckham.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but you knew it was a boy too.
He's special. Beckham
he's so special.
is so, it's really hard to explain. We actually hear all the time, sorry to kind of go up on a tangent, but we hear all the time, people are like, man, I'm just so happy when I'm around him. And
so true. He's such a light.
when we went to the gym daycare, something really interesting happened. I peeked in to actually check on Blakely because she is very shy and kind of a nut, and I'm kind of a nut too. And I peeked in the glass and she's playing, and there were like 4 or 5 children just sitting in like a circle staring at Beckham, and it was really special.
They're just
like,
fascinated by him because he's
everyone
so
wants a
cute.
little piece of Beckham, or that
So
feeling
true.
that Beckham gives, because he's just so happy
He's
and so
just a
smiley, and
light.
he just makes you happy.
Yeah. Well, thank you, babe. He's
Oh, of
so
course.
sweet,
Yeah.
and I thought it was like a really sweet idea to kind of make this part of a video, because you know, as loving and kind as everybody is, I mean, there's a natural heartache and resentment that come with certain situations that can't be controlled. And I mean, it took me 3 years to ask Hunter, so I'm sure that maybe it crossed some of your minds, like wondering if Hunter had any feelings or thoughts. And I didn't pay him to sit down and say all those nice things, I promise.
Is that an option?
He's just that sweet. So I hope you guys enjoyed our little chit chat. This is like such a cozy
this
spot.
Is happening again,
I'm waiting
for sure.
for this. We need to do a Q&A soon. We have so many new subscribers, which we're so grateful for.
And House of Hughes, tell me if this is something you would like. This would kind of be more for you guys.
What?
Rachel scratches my back for like an hour while we answer questions. Or 2 hours or 3 hours.
Last night we were laying in bed and Hunter was like rolled over and I was like, babe, can you please scratch my back? Please. And then he kept scratching it and I was like, no, there's a tickle to the left, to the right, and I just wanted him to keep scratching.
We should do a live sometime.
I'm kind of nervous.
That's
Isn't that funny?
requested quite a bit.
Really?
Yes.
Do you guys want to see a live? That
Especially
would
on
be kind of
TikTok.
fun. Yeah, we should. If you guys don't follow us over on TikTok, it's a ton of short form content, just like YouTube Shorts, and I think you guys would be obsessed. And our community is definitely growing over there. So if you haven't joined us on TikTok, please do so. We'd love to have you over there.
And it is kind of the highlights because it's shorter, so we try and keep it short and sweet. So that's fun too for those that are on there and want to.
Yeah, if you guys would like. But thank you guys so much. We will be doing a Q&A soon, and I will post that in our community tab like I always do, as well as on Instagram. But we love you guys so much. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Hunter did phenomenal vlogging this morning. I'm so proud of my man. I love when Hunter vlogs. It's the most raw, real footage. It's a little bit different style than my own vlogging, but that's like the reason I love it so much. It definitely gives like a different feel to our channel when you vlog, and I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and close out today's video here. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. And of course, we want to remind you to be brave like Beckham, and we'll catch you in our next video. Bye guys. Remember when we used to do the slide?
Well, it wasn't a chair.
In
I
all
still
of
do
our
the slide, but it has to be a
Q&As.
chair.
Oh my goodness, if you're an OG, do you remember the slide?